YouTube is dead. And you've probably heard it all by now. You've heard people saying the golden days for making money on YouTube, they're gone, they're out the window. Or it is impossible to grow a channel in the year of 2025. It is just simply not possible. Take the content format of vlogging, for example. Vlogging used to be something that I'd see everywhere. I saw people doing Christmas vlogs. They do Vlogmas for Christmas. You also had creators like Emma Chamberlain blowing up for their raw and relatable content. But something's kind of changed. In regards to vlogging, these creators haven't seemed as relatable as they were in the past, in my opinion. Their content has shifted, and maybe it's due to the brand deals or just their new lifestyle that feels far out of reach for a lot of people. For many viewers, going on YouTube was a place to feel like you're sort of hanging out with a friend. But now it kind of feels like we're all watching celebrity highlight reels, which in my opinion, making less relatable content is what's driving people away from certain creators. However, there are still people that are going to be viewing this content, such as if you want to watch who's like a big YouTuber that has a lot of money? Such as if you want to watch Mr. Beast fly in the most expensive planes, because not a lot of people can do that. So it can be fun to watch that, but it's not going to be truly relatable. And I am not putting Emma Chamberlain down by any means. I just haven't found myself watching her content as recently because it just feels less relatable and less authentic in a way, if that makes sense. But I do still love her, and I am in fact drinking Chamberlain coffee in my Starbucks cup today. So that being said, we love Emma Chamberlain here, but it's not just vlogging that people are claiming to be dead. There are other styles of videos that used to be the bread and the butter of YouTube, but now we just don't find them as much. Take prank videos, for example. I remember going on YouTube as a kid and seeing all of these prank videos. People were pranking people left and right, and although, of course, there are still going to be prank videos on YouTube, I find them to be less appealing and less popular. Because with changing trends, these prank videos feel less authentic and there's less of a need for them. And they just don't hit the same, in my opinion. Again, if you like watching any of these types of videos that I'm kind of putting down, not really putting down, I'm just saying they're not as popular, go ahead, still view them. Or take a look at reaction videos. Reaction videos used to be a huge thing. And I think even just like 5 years ago, they were still very, very big, but I see them getting less and less views. As some creators reach new heights and they find wealth with YouTube, their lives become more aspirational rather than relatable. And viewers start to notice this gap. What was once a peek into somebody's personal life has kind of become more of watching an influencer's curated brand. Of course, everything is going to be subjective when it comes to watching content. I could say, hey, this person isn't as authentic, but then you could say, hey, this person is being authentic. I don't know. But it's just a matter of fact that some of these styles of filming videos are dying. And I kind of feel like Ryan Gosling in La La Land. We know he says, Mia, it's a dying music form. Jazz is dying. All of this being said, YouTube is dead. Which, harsh take. I know. But here's the thing. What if I told you, while all of these people are claiming YouTube is dead, there are other creators, on the other hand, that are actually making more money than they ever did before. Yep, while the internet is claiming YouTube is dead, it's gone, it's down the drain, there's a whole wave of creators out there taking advantage of this, and they're raking in cash like they never have before. And the craziest part, they're not even doing it in an old-fashioned way. We're getting modernized over here. So next I want to talk about why YouTube's death is going to be an opportunity. Audiences today come to YouTube and they're not looking for something that is perfect. They're not craving perfection, although some people might be, and some people might be picky. I know some of you in my comments. You guys get a little picky, but it's okay. Thank you for watching. Audiences today aren't looking for perfection. They're craving authenticity. Creators who stay real and double down on their unique interests and their unique niches, they tend to get a loyal following. This means there's room to stand out if you're sitting here and you're sharing a personal story or even an unfiltered look into your life. Instead of trying to appeal to everyone, the key to YouTube is trying to appeal to a target audience. You want to appeal to kind of a smaller group of people that is still a big audience, if that even makes sense. You don't want to be appealing to everybody, you want to find your niche audience. Because then these people can resonate with you and get excited with what you're passionate about as well, whether it be my channel, making money online. Now YouTube has shifted to sort of become a library of knowledge for people. And I know for me, when I get stuck on maybe a question for my homework, I go on over to YouTube and I have them explain it for me over there. Channels that are offering tutorials or any type of knowledge or step-by-step guide are gaining a lot of traction right now. People are increasingly using YouTube as their go-to platform as a source of knowledge. They could be like, hey, I have a huge headache, how do I get rid of it? And they go to YouTube and figure this out, figure out some remedies. And I know I actually did this last night. I had a huge headache and I still kind of have a headache today. And I thought maybe the matcha would help me, but it's still kind of there. Maybe we start chugging it. I don't know. So if you can teach, inform, or provide value in any way, this would be a great style of video to hop into, whether it be for health, whether it be for history, or whether it be for politics even. This way you can find a dedicated audience that actively seeks for your content. Next, I want to talk about something that's very, very important. A lot of people are like, hey, TikTok is taking over, and it's ruining everybody's attention spans. Well, that is sort of true. It has ruined some people's attention spans. And while short-form content has become very popular, long-form storytelling videos are also gaining serious traction, whether it be in the format of a podcast or even just a long-form tutorial as well. Audiences appreciate creators who do deep dives into topics. And I know I see this a lot with drama channels. They'll be like, uncovering the history of Tara Yummy, or uncovering Emma Chamberlain's rise to fame. And they'll make little mini documentaries about certain creators or certain topics or different movies, and they're kind of fun to watch because it's like, hey, why did somebody go into all of this depth with just one creator? But hey, why am I also sort of interested? Also, YouTube will reward high watch times. So creators who highly excel at keeping people's attention are seeing their channels grow significantly. Next, let's talk about smart strategies for making money online despite this decline of YouTube. And I feel like I keep going like this in this video because YouTube is not dead. It's not dead yet. Something that is going to be very important when it comes to making money on YouTube is diversifying your revenue streams and not primarily relying on one source of revenue. Back in the day, many creators relied solely on YouTube's AdSense, which is where YouTube pays you directly for the ads on your videos that they put on them. But today, the smartest creators are diversifying their income streams, meaning they're not just relying on this AdSense. For example, think about a platform such as Patreon. You could link your Patreon to your YouTube channel and offer some exclusive content. Or you could create an online course where you're talking more in depth about history because you have a history channel. Or you could even make something like an online ebook, and you can make this all with the help of AI, so it's relatively kind of easy. YouTube is also pushing new features, and one newer-ish kind of feature would be YouTube Shorts, which is just sort of TikTok in YouTube, and Instagram is doing it as well. And now that I'm thinking about it, when did Instagram Reels even become a thing? Because I don't remember them not being a thing, but at the same time I do remember them not being a thing, but I don't remember when they got introduced. Anyways, if you guys know, let me know. Shorts are a fantastic way to reach out to a new audience because chances are, with the new age of TikTok, there are some of those people that have those shorter attention spans, so they hop onto YouTube and they're like, oh, I don't want to watch a long form video, I just want to watch quick little snippets. Well, you could post quick little snippets of your long form content onto YouTube Shorts. Plus, with monetization options expanding, there is money to be made within YouTube Shorts, so I wouldn't say skip out on posting on YouTube Shorts. And I do not want to hear, Kayla, I don't have time to be making shorts on top of making long form content, when there are different AI tools that exist to help you make YouTube shorts in literally seconds. I mean, take a software called VidAI, for example. That is one that I've been playing around with recently. If you want to make TikToks, Instagram Reels, or YouTube Shorts, hop on over to VidAI. Now let's talk about building a brand beyond YouTube. Because smart creators aren't just building channels, but they're building a brand for themselves. And I will say this is something that Emma Chamberlain did very, very well, because she started out just vlogging in high school with this relatable content, but now she's sort of built this huge empire where she's even interviewing people at the Met Gala, which is crazy, but now she also has this whole other brand of Chamberlain coffee, which I'm drinking. And honestly, now it's kind of sounding like I'm being paid to say this, but I just love it. I just love it. But I did order the chai. I ordered the chai on Amazon once, and then I got the coffee, which I don't have a coffee maker, so I couldn't make it. So give it to my mom, right? She loves coffee. She has a coffee maker. And then I complained to Amazon, and I'm like, hey, I got the wrong thing. I ordered the chai, but I got the coffee. And they were like, okay, like you can keep the coffee. We'll send another chai. And then they send us another coffee. So I don't know if that's Emma Chamberlain's fault. It's her fault directly, just kidding. So I don't know if that's like the brand's fault or if that's Amazon's fault. But if anybody else has had that problem, let me know, because I'm trying to get my hands on that chai, but it's sold out at all of the Targets near me, and I can only get the matcha, but I'm a big chai person because as I'm filming this, it is fall. When you're building a brand, a good idea would be diversifying your reach. And what I mean by this is maybe creating an Instagram account that leads to your YouTube channel, or a TikTok account that also leads to your YouTube channel. This way you're able to branch out to new audiences that might not have found your long form videos on YouTube in the first place. This way you're not just solely relying on YouTube. Okay, so YouTube is dead, YouTube is dying, but there is this new wave of creators making money on it. But how do we capitalize on this new wave? My the biggest tip when it comes to creating your YouTube channel is going to be narrowing down your niche. You don't want to be talking about 8 different topics. You don't want to be talking about makeup and cars and history and philosophy. No, you want to stick with one niche. The more specific you are, the easier it will be to find a dedicated audience that is also as excited about that niche as you are. The importance of finding a good niche cannot be overstated. Also, don't be afraid to experiment with new formats. You could experiment with storytelling or Q&A videos, or longer formatted videos, or shorter formatted videos like 5 minutes long, or maybe an hour-long video. I always encourage experimentation when it comes to posting on any social media platform, and that's kind of something that I've been trying to do recently. I saw that most of my videos were usually getting around 1,000 views or under 1,000 views when I first started out, but I was thinking, how can I get more clicks? So I've been trying to make more enticing video ideas and video titles. For example, YouTube is dead, bum bum bum. Let's talk about something that a lot of people can overlook, which is going to be creating a YouTube channel without showing your face, which is surprisingly a huge trend right now. And there are entire channels where people don't even appear on camera at all. And a lot of the time people don't realize that this happens. But I mean, think about it. Think about all of those different tutorial channels out there, or those videos that your teachers make you watch in class that are talking about Renaissance history, or even tech review channels that just rely solely on reviewing a piece of technology like this phone. And here's the kicker. It's really working to make money because viewers are more focused on the value and information rather than building this sort of relationship with a creator. And while I was trying to brainstorm different faceless channels, I found the channel called How To Basic, and if any of you know How To Basic, you know that it's been around for a long time. If I'm thinking of the right thing, it's been around since I was a kid, I'm pretty sure, and I remember seeing it, and this was like my first introductory to a faceless channel. And then my other introductory to faceless channels would be my brother actually creating faceless channels, and he succeeded with that and makes money with those channels to this day as well. But there's just so many ways that you can connect with an audience without even having to show your face. Because a lot of the time when I say, hey, you should start a YouTube channel, people are like, well, I don't want to sit in front of a camera like you're doing right now. Well, you don't have to. And with the rise of of AI being able to help you, creating faceless content is easier now more than ever. And why has faceless content been popular in the past and it is still continuing to be very popular? Well, it relies on value. You don't need to worry about lighting or makeup, which I worry about, or your hair. You don't have to worry about your appearance whatsoever. This way you can focus more on storytelling and creativity, and you don't have to have some professional setup. And if you're thinking, okay, well, maybe I could do this, but how do I keep people engaged? It's all about using visuals and graphics to keep people entertained. You could add captions to your videos so people see every word that you're saying. Or you could be adding entertaining pictures and B-rolls, or a clear and engaging voiceover as well, which you could also use AI to make your voiceover if you wanted. Viewers appreciate this type of content because it feels very polished and well thought out. Now let's talk money, because just because you're a faceless creator doesn't mean you're missing out on monetization options. You still have plenty of options out there, whether it be ad revenue or selling a digital course, or selling an ebook, or even different sponsorships. Truly, the opportunities are endless here. Arguably, you might even have more monetization opportunities because you aren't jeopardizing your identity. However, this could be kind of up for debate. Now, so far within this video, we are missing one very key aspect to making money with a YouTube channel, and that is going to be analytics. As we navigate this new YouTube landscape, understanding how to use analytics and different AI tools can be a game changer. In a world where trends are changing overnight, data can be your best friend. Data and research. YouTube provides a treasure trove of analytics so you can see what is trending and what content will do well today. There are metrics such as watch time and audience retention rate so you can see when people are watching your videos and when people click off of your videos. By regularly checking these numbers, you can identify different trends and you can refine your content strategy from there on out. But here's where AI comes into play. Different tools such as vidIQ or TubeBuddy can help you get a sense of data that YouTube might not. This way, you can take your optimization to the next level. These platforms analyze trends, they will suggest tags for you, and they can even help you understand which times are best to post for your channel. Something that AI can also help you with is content creation itself, whether it be to help you see what is trending in your niche, or optimizing your video scripts. One of my favorite YouTube tools is going to have to be TubeMagic because it is such a great tool because it has a lot of different tools within this one tool. You can create scripts for your channel. You can create tags. You can create video titles. You can create video descriptions. And the list is kind of endless here, but if you want to check it out, check it out. It is a super helpful tool. I actually use it with every video that I've been creating recently. Using analytics combined with AI isn't just about crunching numbers, but it's about creating this smarter content strategy. It allows you to be proactive instead of reactive, which will give you edge in a competition landscape. So if you're not already diving into your analytics for your YouTube channel, I would highly suggest you start doing that. Moving on, one of the most important shifts when it comes to YouTube is going to be a sense of community. I don't know if any of you out there are role model fans, but he always says, we need to build a community, you guys. And with YouTube, that is very true. Audiences crave connection and engagement. They want to feel like they're a part of something bigger, which means creating content that encourages interaction is key. This could mean something as simple as responding to your comments, because then your viewers are feeling like they're being seen. Or if somebody gives you some constructive criticism on your video, you can respond to that constructive criticism nicely and actually absorb that information. You could also create live Q&A sessions or create community polls to engage your audience and get their feedback and opinions on your content. By fostering a sense of community, you're not just building your viewer base, but you're building a base of loyal subscribers, which is going to be key here. You don't just want a big number of subscribers, but you want a big number of loyal subscribers. This way, they're more likely to engage with your content and maybe share it with their friends, because engagement drives growth. When your audience feels heard and valued, they're more likely to keep engaging with your content and even share it to other people. Building that connection can help continue your channel to thrive. With that being said, make sure to leave a comment and I will reply to as many of you as I can. So, the big question, is YouTube really dead? My answer to that is gonna be no, not even close. In all honesty, it is evolving. And with that evolution comes a ton of new opportunities for creators to tap into. But you have to be a creator that is willing to constantly be able to adapt. It's all about embracing authenticity, finding your niche, and being open to new trends and new strategies. The playing field is sort of shifting here, but it does not mean that the game of YouTube is forever over. It just means that you need to play smarter. If you are interested in making money with a YouTube channel without even having to make videos, make sure to click on this video right here. This is a super helpful video that even I watch from time to time. Whenever I'm feeling stuck, it has a ton of value within it, and it goes deeper into how to create a successful YouTube channel. So make sure to check it out, and we'll see you guys there. Bye. Goodbye, my lovely people. Goodbye, my lovely subscribe. Okay, somebody left a comment on my video saying, you're like, why can you low-key sing? And now it's just been in my head where I'm like, oh, maybe I can sing. Bye.